WWE Smackdown kicked off with an announcement from The Miz, who eagerly informed the audience about the upcoming marquee match. King Booker, accompanied by his regal partner Queen Sharmell, was set to face off against the powerhouse Bobby Lashley. The anticipation was palpable, especially with King Booker and Sharmell's elaborate and drawn-out entrance. JBL's amusing infatuation with King Booker added an extra layer of entertainment to the proceedings. As King Booker and Queen Sharmell basked in their royal aura, an unexpected turn of events unfolded. William Regal and Fit Finlay emerged from the shadows and initiated a ruthless assault on Lashley in the aisle, forming an impromptu trio with Sharmell passionately cheering them on. Just when it seemed that Lashley was outnumbered, reinforcements arrived in the form of Matt Hardy and Gunnar Scott, who rushed to the rescue. Sharmell found refuge behind her king, hinting at her penchant for psychological manipulation. General Manager Theodore Long entered the scene and found King Booker and Queen Sharmell, ensuring them that the match with Lashley was still on. However, King Booker claimed not to have his boots on. In a humorous twist, Long suggested that the Queen should assist her king in putting on his boots, which led to accusations of selling out from the royal duo as Long departed.
Come on now, Teddy!
The main event of the evening, King Booker accompanied by Queen Sharmell versus Bobby Lashley, commenced as scheduled. Sharmell refrained from interfering in the match but passionately cheered for her king throughout the contest. King Booker employed a sidekick that garnered a near fall, and he continued to apply a chinlock to maintain control. However, Lashley showcased his incredible strength, powering out and ultimately catching King Booker with a devastating power slam to secure the victory. Smackdown concluded with a deflated King Booker and an equally disheartened Queen Sharmell, as Lashley's triumph sent shockwaves through the arena. Regal, in his usual grandeur, introduced King Booker.
Please welcome His Royal Majesty. All hail King Booker! All hail! King Booker!
And the royal procession made its way to the ring. JBL, ever the showman, paid his respects with a bow as King Booker made his entrance. The match kicked off with Booker asserting his dominance, delivering chops in the corner. However, the resilient Lashley retaliated with shoulder thrusts and a thunderous vertical suplex, signaling that the bout would be a clash of titans. As the action unfolded, Booker, displaying his cunning tactics, targeted Lashley's injured leg, seizing any opportunity to gain an advantage. The intensity escalated with Lashley chants echoing through the arena, showcasing the fervor of the WWE faithful. Lashley, undeterred, unleashed a powerful running shoulder block that left Booker turning inside out, momentarily shifting the momentum. As the battle raged on, Booker resorted to hanging Lashley over the top rope and revisiting the assault on his injured leg. The tension reached its peak as Booker applied a single-leg Boston Crab, forcing Lashley to crawl desperately towards the ropes for salvation. The ever-scheming William Regal added a cheap shot, setting the stage for Booker's jumping sidekick, nearly securing a pinfall, with Finlay making an unexpected entrance just before the commercial break. The narrative took a surprising twist when Lashley, displaying immense strength, executed 3 consecutive body slams. However, Booker, refusing to be outdone, tossed Lashley to the outside, where Finlay cunningly interjected himself into the fray, striking Lashley with his trusty shillelagh. As the tension escalated, Sharmell took a bold step by introducing a steel chair into the equation. However, Lashley, determined to overcome the odds, turned the tables by using the chair on both Regal and Booker, resulting in a disqualification. The match may have ended, but the ramifications of this encounter promised to linger. Booker T and Queen Sharmell conveyed to Teddy Long that Booker T wouldn't have to face Lashley again, allowing them to live happily ever after.
See, it's not gonna happen again. That sucker tried to take me out tonight.
That's right, you
saw it. See, King Booker and Queen Sharmell will never set foot in the ring with that peasant again.
Teddy surprised them by arranging a steel cage match instead.
Get about, man.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Booker and Queen Sharmell storm into Teddy Long's office, demanding changes to the upcoming cage match.
Go ahead, eat.
However, their fervent pleas fall on deaf ears as Long remains resolute in his decision.
Hey, what's wrong with you? You should be happy. Your match tonight with Bobby Lashley is for the United States Championship, player.
Happy?
Booker, adopting the regal demeanor.
Look, man, you put prisoners in a cage.
That's right.
You put stray dogs in a cage. You put hobos in a cage. But not kings.
Draws parallels between himself and a gladiator.
I don't give a damn.
What?
Tonight, you're gonna compete in that steel cage match, and that's final.
An end to Bobby Lashley's reign in old head. The anticipation builds as the U.S. title cage match between Bobby Lashley and King Booker, accompanied by William Regal and Sharmell, takes center stage. The presence of Regal and the admiration from JBL for Queen Sharmell's beauty add layers of intrigue to the bout. The match kicks off with Lashley showcasing his dominance, driving shoulders into Booker's ribs in the corner. However, Booker retaliates by sending Lashley face first into the unforgiving steel cage, with Finlay making his presence felt. hammering away on Lashley as Booker dishes out right hands and chops. The intense battle continues, with Lashley countering Booker's escape attempts and demonstrating his resilience. A spinebuster from Lashley plants Booker, returning with Lashley being sent face first into the middle buckle, only to defiantly thwart Booker's escape yet again. The drama unfolds with the bookend and the axe kick, each delivering punishing blows to Lashley, but the determined champion refuses to let Booker escape the cage. Lashley fights back with a powerful running power slam, signaling a potential turning point. However, the ringside interference from Regal and Finlay, armed with chairs, adds an element of chaos to the proceedings. In a thrilling climax, Lashley manages to toss Booker down, ascend to the top of the cage, and make a daring escape to retain the US title. On this action-packed episode of Smackdown, the stakes are sky high as a #1 contender battle royal unfolds, promising the winner a coveted shot at Rey Mysterio's World Heavyweight Championship at the upcoming Great American Bash. The anticipation is at a fever pitch as the final entrants make their way to the ring, with none other than King Booker and his Regal cohort, Regal, making a grand entrance accompanied by Queen Sharmell. As the bell rings, the ring is instantly transformed into a chaotic battleground, with superstars from all corners of the roster engaging in an all-out brawl. Amid the bedlam, Finlay executes a decisive move, eliminating Crazy and Psychosis from the fray. The breakneck pace continues with additional eliminations, including the exit of Cash, setting the stage for the next chapter in this high-stakes contest. Returning from the break, the focus narrows on London, Kendrick, Finlay, Regal, Hardy, and Booker, each competitor vying for the golden opportunity to face Rey Mysterio. In a thrilling sequence, London manages to stave off Booker's elimination attempt, but Finlay seizes the moment to eliminate both London and Kendrick, hits a twist of fate, positioning himself as a formidable contender. In a stunning turn of events, the ring is left with only Hardy, Regal, and Booker. Hardy, showcasing his resilience, delivers a powerful clothesline that momentarily shifts the momentum. Yet, the numbers game catches up with him as Regal and Booker join forces to double-team the charismatic high flyer. Despite Hardy's valiant efforts, it's Booker who ultimately seizes the moment, eliminating both Regal and Hardy simultaneously, and securing the highly coveted title shot against Rey Mysterio at the Great American Bash. The arena erupts with a mix of cheers and jeers as King Booker stands tall, ready to lay claim to the World Heavyweight Championship. In a backstage segment on SmackDown, Crystal takes center stage as she interviews the legendary Rey Mysterio, as Rey expresses his disdain for the brutal actions carried out by Mark Henry in the previous week. Targeting both himself and Chavo Guerrero, Rey makes it clear that there is unfinished business between him and the powerhouse Mark Henry. Rey acknowledges the looming challenge ahead, a showdown against none other than King Booker at the upcoming Great American Bash. He speaks passionately about the significance of every day he gets to carry the title home, emphasizing the importance of the prestigious championship in his life. With determination in his eyes, Rey declares that at the Great American Bash, King Booker is just one more opponent standing in the way of his coveted championship. With Queen Sharmell at his side, King Booker promises nothing short of regal dominance in his pursuit of the World Championship. His words resonate with authority, each proclamation carrying the weight of his royal lineage. To celebrate the grand proclamation and set the stage for the impending regal reign, Regal raises a toast to Booker, using none other than champagne to mark the occasion. The clinking of glasses echoes through the arena as Booker, Queen Sharmell, and Regal engage in this symbolic and extravagant gesture. Smackdown ring, the regal presence of King Booker is felt, accompanied by his queen, Sharmell, and the esteemed William Regal. Regal takes the center stage and proceeds to read a royal decree, boldly declaring that King Booker will emerge victorious against Rey Mysterio for the World Heavyweight Championship at the upcoming Bash.
These people do not know the privilege that they have to be in the presence of royalty.
Regal, ever loyal, vows to secure a triumph over Rey Mysterio in tonight's match for the honor of Queen Sharmell and King Booker. Booker expresses his gratitude to Regal, affirming his confidence in defeating Mysterio for the world title at the Bash. Adding fuel to the fire, Booker recalls the recent return and asserts that during that time, he was backstage delivering a royal beating to Rey Mysterio. Out of nowhere, Booker T makes a surprise appearance, launching a ferocious attack on Rey.
Big right hand. Oh, just bounced him. Oh, bounce. Please, get you some. Oh!
And leaving the world champion battered, with the final blow being a groin kick from Sharmell. In a boastful proclamation, Booker declares that Rey's fairy tale dreams are now shattered. He confidently asserts that everyone will bow down to him. However, the atmosphere shifts as Rey Mysterio's music hits. Seizing the element of surprise, Rey launches a counterattack, assaulting Booker and Regal, leaving them lying in the ring. The match between William Regal and the World Heavyweight Champion, Rey Mysterio, unfolds with King Booker and Queen Sharmell joining JBL and Michael Cole on commentary. commentary. Regal starts with a headlock on Mysterio, who manages to escape only to have his tilt-a-whirl head scissors reversed. Ray counters with a pair of standing dropkicks, followed by a running leg drop. The tide turns when Sharmell unintentionally provides a distraction. Ray then executes the Bronco Buster, followed by the split-legged moonsault for another near fall. Ray targets King Booker with a baseball slide, and after arm-dragging Regal position, Ray successfully hits and finishes Regal with a frog splash, securing the victory. Post-match, Ray doesn't let King Booker off the hook. He delivers a 619 around the post to the King and follows up with a seated senton, leaving Booker incapacitated on the floor. Ray stands tall, asserting his dominance as the World Heavyweight Champion. On a thrilling Saturday night main event, the electrifying trio of Rey Mysterio, Dave, and Lashley faced off against the formidable team of King Booker with Queen Sharmell, Finlay, and Mark Henry. The opening bout showcased a fierce exchange between Finlay and Lashley, with the latter dominating early on, delivering a powerful overhead belly-to-belly suplex. The intensity escalated, leading to a standoff between all 6 competitors just before a commercial break. The action resumed with Rey Mysterio and Finlay inside the squared circle. Finlay asserted his control with a headlock, but Ray fought back, countering with elbows. A well-executed boot and moonsault by Ray earned a close 2 count, saved by Booker and Henry. Chaos ensued as Lashley chased Booker outside the ring, and Finlay introduced Hornswoggle, leading to a vicious assault on Ray with the Shillelagh. Dave and Lashley rushed to Ray's aid, but Finlay continued the punishment upon his return. Booker tagged in and unleashed a relentless attack on Ray, subsequently tagging in Mark Henry for more punishment. Despite Henry's headbutts, Ray managed to evade a corner charge and delivered a series of kicks. A basement dropkick set the stage for Ray's attempt to tag. However, Ray rallied, countering with chops against Booker and executing an impressive Rana. Sensing the opportunity, Ray crawled towards his corner. The animal unleashed a barrage of slams on Finlay and Booker, culminating in a spinebuster to the latter. As chaos unfolded with Lashley brawling with Finlay outside the ring, Ray seized the moment to execute the 619, capitalized on the opening, delivering a devastating bomb to Booker for the pinfall victory. In the backstage area of Smackdown, Teddy Long engages in a conversation with Chavo Guerrero, urging him to reconsider his retirement. However, their discussion is abruptly interrupted as King Booker and Queen Sharmell burst in, demanding a match against Rey Mysterio for the night. Teddy Long responds by stating that he will take their request into consideration. Focus shifts to an intense match, Rey Mysterio versus King Booker with Queen Sharmell. We enter the match with King Booker holding a knuckle lock on Ray. Ray counters with kicks and delivers mounted punches in the corner. A spinning head scissors follows, and Ray attempts a 619. But Booker evades and retreats to the outside. Ray pursues and executes a seated senton to the floor. Back in the ring, Booker regains control with a series of chops. Ray is whipped into the corner and tries for the head scissors again, but Booker throws him off and follows up with a pair of clotheslines. A side kick from Booker gets a 2 count, and he applies an arm lock. Ray fights back, off the ropes, but runs into a high elbow from Booker. Booker springs Ray off the ropes into a well-executed suplex for another near fall. Booker applies a sleeper hold, and Ray battles back, only to receive a falling front slam for his troubles. Booker continues with more chops, an Irish whip, and Ray counters into a wheelbarrow bulldog. Ray follows up with a basement dropkick and a seated senton for a 2 count. Booker finds himself in the turnbuckle, and Ray baseball slides into a low blow on Booker. Ray goes for a roll-up, but it only gets a 2 count. A drop toe hold sets up the 619, but Sharmell trips Ray. As Booker goes for the bookend, Chavo Guerrero intervenes, tripping Booker. Ray seizes the opportunity, delivering a dropkick into the 619, followed by the dropping the dime for the 1-2-3. Rey Mysterio secures another victory in a thrilling contest. The world title match unfolded in a clash of titans as Rey Mysterio defended his championship against the imposing King Booker, flanked by the regal presence of Queen Sharmell. The bout commenced with a traditional lockup, and to everyone's surprise, King Booker displayed chivalry by breaking cleanly in the corner. A subsequent lockup saw King Booker asserting his dominance, taking Ray down and unleashing a relentless barrage of strikes upon the resilient champion. Thunderous chops resonated throughout the arena, each echoing the grandeur befitting King Snapmare, and an emphatic leg drop continued to exert his dominance with calculated knee strikes and a powerful slam, firmly establishing his claim to the championship. Down Ray. Undeterred, Ray fought back valiantly, using elbows to free himself and executing a snapmare followed by a lightning-quick dropkick, keeping the audience on the edge of their seats. The ebb and flow of the match saw King Booker delivering a thumb to Ray's eye and unleashing a barrage of chops. The tension escalated with shoulder blocks in the corner, culminating in a dramatic moment as King Booker missed a charge and collided with the unforgiving steel post. Seizing the opportunity, Ray ascended to to the top rope, delivering a spectacular seated senton that left the audience in awe. Back in the ring, Rey attempted a springboard splash, garnering a close 2 count and intensifying the struggle for supremacy. As the match progressed, both competitors showcased their resilience and determination. King Booker executed a Royal Three Amigos, showcasing his regal wrestling prowess. The momentum swung back and forth, keeping the audience on the edge of their seats. In a pivotal moment, Rey set up for his signature 619, only to face interference from Queen Sharmell. The referee, in response to her interference, ejected her from ringside, restoring a sense of order to the proceedings. However, chaos ensued with a referee bump, and the match took an unexpected turn with a low blow by King Booker and an astonishing intervention by Chavo armed with a chair. Rey, unfortunately, fell victim to the unforeseen chair shot, leaving him vulnerable to King Booker's opportunistic cover. With the referee back in action, King Booker seized the moment and secured the victory, reclaiming the world title in a shocking and unforeseen turn of events. In all